Hey guys, welcome back. All right, here we are in the trees, and it's a tight squeeze this weekend. So I've had to move 2 trees out of the way so far. Yeah, I probably should have showed you guys that. That was kind of fun. But we're almost to the parking area. Where are we, you're asking? Well, so last weekend we did the best that we could to try to get to this mine, going up the hill and hitting the cliff. But unfortunately, come here. Tight squeeze. Prairie pinstriping, that's what that's called. But unfortunately, we got to the cliff. We were able to explore the cabin. That was cool. Let's see here. Which way are we going? Oh, the road quits there. Wait a minute. Yeah, we were able to explore the cabin. Oh, this is the end of the road, I think. Yeah, it is. But we got snubbed by that steep cliff. We weren't able to get up there. Got to the base of it, saw those ladders going up, and by that time I was completely wore out and out of water to even make an attempt at free climbing up that cliff. So once I got back to base camp, I jumped back into the maps, and I found this old trail that leads. It gets within around 2,000 feet from the mine that we couldn't get to up on the side of that cliff. So the goal today is to hike along this top of this ridge and then drop down onto the mine, and we're going to do it that way. It's not going to be easy coming back out, but at least dropping back down into it, we're going to be able to see things along the way. I think this is a good strategy. We're going to give it a try. So what do you say? Let's get after it, okay? All right, here we go. Okay, guys, I think I got just about everything we need to hike over to this mine. Yeah, Bob did a real good job today climbing up that steep hill. By the way, that's Bob in his natural environment right there. Yes. All right. So let's begin our little hike. Like I was saying, snap a line on Google Earth. Here, I'll just show it to you right now. It's about a little over 2,000 feet, but that's a straight line. So not quite a mile to where we need to go. We're just going to stay on this ridge top and then drop right down onto the mine. As we hike through here, some of you might be wondering what kind of trees these are. These are juniper and pinyon pine. That's juniper, that's pinyon pine. Yeah, beautiful day. Last few days it got pretty chilly. The high peaks got some snow, and it was cloudy and ugly, so I wasn't able to get out. But today it cleared up and there's no wind, and I'm hoping I should be able to fly the drone so you can get a cool perspective once we get over to the mine. Yeah, that'll be neat. Okay, enough blathering. I'm just going to keep on walking kind of this direction, and I'll meet back up with you when we get closer to the mine. Okay, we should be up at the top of the ridge now. That wasn't too hard, and we should be coming up on a pretty spectacular view. Yeah. Yeah, this is nice. I think this is going to be a good strategy. Remember in the past I told you guys it's a heck of a lot easier if you can to drop in on your objective than to climb straight up to it. And I realize that sometimes that's not a possibility, but falls back on the principle of work smarter, not harder. Last weekend, the only way that we were able to get to that old cabin is to hike up the side of that hill. There was just no two ways about it. Well, this is going to be neat, guys, because if it's this difficult for somebody like me to get to this mine, it's pretty much difficult for everybody else, and we might be able to find some really cool artifacts here. Look at this view. Isn't it stunning here? Wow. Yeah, I just love it. All right. Yeah, so I can't imagine it's had too many visitors. We'll just have to see. Okay, let's keep working our way along this ridgeline. Okay, stop here for a second. Look what I found right here. Look at this. Somebody stacked those rocks. Now, if you guys see these, don't tear them down, okay? Because what they represent is a corner marker to somebody's claim. Back in the old days, rather than driving a stake in the ground, they would stack rocks like this, okay? Now, sometimes what they would do is they would find a flat rock, kind of like this one you see right here, and if you see the rock stacked like that, the flat surface right here would be aimed towards true north. But in this case, it's not aimed towards true north. It's actually aimed more towards east-west. But sometimes I have seen it like that, where the flat edge is aimed towards true north. All right, here we are. We're headed over to the ridge line. We're almost there. Maybe we'll get lucky and be able to look down onto the mine from here. I don't know. It's kind of been a maze working our way through all of this juniper. Speaking of juniper, I've seen some old growth juniper up here. Just spectacular. It's got to be well over 100 years old. All right. Well, I know that the mine is kind of right down in this area. But yeah, what a view, huh? Whew. Gosh, I love Nevada. Look at this. Let me step out on this rock. I wish you guys were here with me right now. You could enjoy this too. Yeah. Just spectacular. Okay, I'm going to keep going off that direction. Okay. We're almost to the crest of the ridge over here. And this is where the work starts. Not so much going down, but definitely when it comes time to come back up. Yeah, that's going to be a challenge. A lot more huffing and puffing. That's okay though. I'm liking these workouts. I'm losing a bunch of weight. Hopefully I'm inspiring you guys to do the same. Yeah, you just feel better when you're not carrying all them pounds. All right, where are we here? We should be able to look down on this puppy pretty soon. Let's get to over here to the top of this rock. Maybe we can see something. Wow. Holy mackerel. We're way up here. Now this is definitely the top of the ridge. Yeah. All right, so that right there, you can look down into the bottom there. That's the road that would lead up towards the cabins. That's where we were last weekend. And right over here, right in there is the notch of the canyon. So somewhere right down there is where it's got to be. Yep. All right. Time to start hiking downhill. Here we go. Okay, well, we must be getting close, or closer. We're coming up onto our first diggings. Yep, right here. Look at that. Yeah, nice. Oh, look at all the pretty. Oh, look at see all the. I don't know if you guys can see it. There's a lot of sparkles in these rocks. Look at that. Well, looks like it's calcite crystals. Now there's some barite. No, that's barite. I believe that's calcite crystals. There's some barite right there. Okay. Let's take a look over here, see what they were. Yeah, it was just a prospect, but you can see why they were interested. Look at the vein right there. See? Yeah. Going right up the side of this hill. Now, every single mine that we've explored over the last few weeks, that vein has been trending out that direction, right at this same elevation. As a matter of fact, I can see the ones that we did the weekend before last with the giant stopes are right over there. Okay, and then on the other side of that hill over there is the buildings. So that vein has just been trending all the way along here, all the way up. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna get off this pile. Hopefully we can be able to look down pretty soon and see whatever that wooden structure is that we saw on the drone. Here, let me give you a quick look at it real quick. Show you what I'm talking about. Right there. Yeah, that's the structure I'm going after first. I want to see what that is. Okay, let's go over here. We having fun? Yeah, this is part of the adventure. You know, a lot of times half the fun is just getting to these places. And this one here is a heck of a challenge. Hey, there it is. Right there. Ta-da. Ta-da. Yep. And let's see. Let me get no, I'm just going to stay right here. All right, so I can look down there and I can see the ladder that's coming up. Okay, that we saw last weekend. There's that platform thing. The rail goes around the hill over to the adit, and then we've got this structure right here, whatever that is. I don't know. So, all right, now the tricky part is to work myself safely down these rocks and to get to these things so we can point the camera at them. Okay? And down we go. Gonna take it slow and easy. Last thing you need to do in a place like this is sprain an ankle. That wouldn't be good. Now, what was that thing used for? Wonder if we've got an adit hiding over here. The drone footage, it made it kind of look that way, that there might be something here. I don't know. Okay, out of this rock, there's something going on right there. Let's see, how am I going to get down there? Probably like this. There we go. Come on, let me get through this. Oh yeah, we got one here. I sure do. Ew, it's stinky, smelly, and batty. Yeah, I'll tell you what we're gonna do. Let me think here. Let's turn that camera on. And let's see, where is my, here it is. Now this may not go in very far. So I'm not going to turn on all the fancy equipment until we kind of recon this just a little bit first. Let's, okay, so we got some, there's the end right there for drill steel. There is some what do we got on here? Wigwam syrup, a blend of cane sugars. Wigwam syrup, interesting. What's up here? Yeah, see, that's what I was afraid of. So, wait a second. No. Oh boy, looky here. Wow. See, what a surprise. We turned that corner. Holy cow. Look at that. Yeah. Very cool. And it looks like it just goes right up there and stops. And we got some stuff on the ground. Okay, well, even if it does stop, the 360 camera does a nice job on some things, but not on everything. So, yeah, let me get everything up and running. I'll be right back. All right, guys, let's first kick things off with this platform here. Let's see what if we can figure out what this was. Okay, so it has an ore chute attached to it. Right there, I'll show that to you in a second. And all of this cable holding it in place. Okay, let me show you that. So they had rail coming out of that at one time, but now through the process of weathering, it eroded the hill away. Let's look down there. There we go. But they did have an ore chute on it. Now look at that. Look at that little chute right there with all of the rivets. Now we're going to be heading down there shortly, and then it leads down to that platform down there. Yeah, so they shot this ore down that narrow chute to that platform and then finally off the hill. Very cool. Okay, turning around here. See, at one time this was all level to the platform. Look at all these nails on the ground. Yeah, they're all round nails. Uh-oh, camera malfunction. Give me a second, guys. Come on now, work with me here. There we go. Yeah, they're all round nails from the 40s. You see that? Spikes. See, they built this platform up right here. But now it's all washed away. Okay, now we got to get around this. There we go. So while I was getting things set up, I saw a big black lizard on the rock. Here, let me show you a picture of that real quick. Yeah, he's just hanging out there, staring at me. Alrighty. Next. Now that we've got the little better camera here, let's get a better look at the wigwam syrup, shall we? Yeah, and I'm going to take it outside and get a picture of that for you. Here you go, take a look. There, wigwam syrup. I've never heard of wigwam before. All right, let's work our way back up in here. Once again, there's the hanging wall on the right-hand side. Notice it has the same The vein has the same dip or angle that we saw higher up on the hill. And it's not bats that I was smelling earlier. No, this is all pack rat nest. It sure is. Pew. See, there's his nest right down there. Let's look down here on the floor real quick. He gathered up a Prince Albert can right there. Okay, now looking up, we have a ladder going into this stope. How many years do you think that's been sitting here? Well, since 43 or 45 is my best guess. Okay. Lots of, oh, the shovel is still in here. See, that's what I mean. These super remote mines are going to hopefully have more artifacts in them. Well, that's cool. It's a flathead, isn't it? Let's look here. Yeah, it sure is. Old flathead shovel. Yeah. Think about how many scoops that shovel probably took. Now, what else we have in here that you gathered up, Mr. Pack Rat? Is that? No, that's just a piece of hose. It's not dynamite. Another Prince Albert tin. Okay. And to the end. Okay, so I did a little research. Let me show you what I'm talking about. That's probably the best way to show it to you. Set the camera down here for a second. Now, over the last few weeks, I've been pointing out this darker rock right here. Yeah, maybe like there. Right through here. Now, this isn't as dark as some of the stuff that we've been finding, but I learned that what that is shale. All right. And then over here, right through this section right here, that's your tungsten ore. Now here is your barite. I'm going to show this to you. Okay, here, let's do it this way. Right here. See the elongated crystal structure in that? Barite. All right, turning around. Let's look back up into this stope. Cool. Very cool. Okay, let's head back outside and work our way further down the hill. I'll see you out there. Okay, here we go. Now for the sketchy part. Hopefully, we can work our way down to that platform. Now, you would think that the miners would have been able to walk that way. Also, unless it's all been washed out. All right, from this angle, look here. Again, why is my brain not working? Yes, I am currently having a brain fart. There's the chute, and here is the screen classifier right here. See, that's why. Now look at the size of the holes. They're roughly somewhere between about 7/8 to 1 inch. Okay, so they were only sending down rock slightly less than an inch in diameter, and that's why they were sending it down such a narrow chute right over there. Let's go get a better look at this if we can. Boy, oh boy. All this waste rock and scree. Look at that. That's an old one, huh? Look at riveted. Pretty cool. Yeah. Pretty darn cool. Okay. I contemplated on whether I wanted to bring this walking stick or not. Sometimes it can actually be more of a hindrance than a help. But the rattlesnakes are out. And it's nice to be able to poke my tennis ball in a rattlesnake's face rather than my ankle if I do come close to one. That's why the tennis ball is on the end of the stick, is so that I can poke it in their face and then they'll strike the tennis ball instead of my ankle. That's only in one of those situations where you're really close to one and you can't back away. You're within their striking distance. Okay. Still following this down. I got my fingers crossed on whether or not we can get down here or not. I think we can. Yeah, it's looking that way. There's the platform. Fantastic. We are going to be able to drop in on it from this location. And looking off the edge of the cliff. Yes, Mom. I'm standing on the edge of the cliff. You guys you should have heard her yell at me back in the days when I'd get too close to cliffs when I was a youngin'. Boy, I tell you. Okay, so there's a ladder down there, and that's where we were last weekend, right down there in the bottom. Yep. Looking up on this platform. Okay, yes, I'm going. I'm just really enjoying this. This is lots of fun. All right, now this is going to be sketchy here. It's a pretty steep angle. Not to mention we got all that loose rock on top of that stuff. That ain't going to make it any easier. Oh boy. This is not going to be fun. So I've got a lot of stuff I can get hung up on here. Oh, shit. Come on now. Be careful. You've come this far. Don't get yourself hurt. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Get your feet out from under. Here you go. Almost there. We're getting there. Nice and easy. Look at this. Now, guys, I saw this swaying in the wind on the drone footage. That's an axe handle. Yep. They used an old axe handle to tighten up that wire right there. Now we just got to get underneath it. And here we are. Nice. Here we are. Guys, give me a minute. I know you hate all my huffing and puffing, so I'll be right back. There, much better. Yeah, I can breathe now. All right, what do you say we kick things off with this platform? Very cool, huh? Look at that. So this is where they were loading the tram buckets and taking them off the hill down to the bottom. Okay, let's look around this direction here. Now over here is where they had, I believe is where they had the winch set up to bring them up and down off the hill. And right here too, this was also a part of it, right there. Yeah. Okay. Down here, we've got part of the winch. Now, I don't think that that would have been the one to bring these carts up and down off this hill. That looks a bit small to me. That may be the one that was higher up, quite possibly. Well, no, that wouldn't make sense because they were shooting it down to this point. So just maybe that is the winch that they were using. Yeah, and you can see what's left of a brake right there hanging onto it. Yep. Okay. All right, let's walk along this trestle over here to this cabin. Isn't that neat? Let's see what we have in here. Oh, we got some treasures down in there. Look at that. Yeah. Huh. Let's see if I can get in there. Let me get a closer look at those, huh? Without the cabin falling on my head. Come on now. There we go. Let's grab the camera. Nobody's been in here for a while. Might need a little bit of light. There we go. Okay. We've got gasoline. Shell oil. Another gasoline can. That is a juice can. Folgers coffee. Yeah, you couldn't get your day started being a miner without some Folgers. And look, at the bottom is perforated, so you know that they were doing some cooking in that. Yeah. There we go. What do we have over here? What's this one? MJB. Yeah, drank my fair share of MJB over the years. Alright, let's show you the lineup here. Right there. There's the lineup. I'm going to keep those up on that board. Maybe get a little more longevity out of them. Okay. Well, that's skinny through there. Boy. All right, let's keep working our way over to the adit along this trestle. Yeah, isn't this cool? I'm loving this. I'm getting pretty excited about this mine. Simply because it's just so darn hard to get to. Yeah, here we go, around the corner. And there's the vein. And there's the adit. Right there. Awesome.